Right, shalom, shalom, shalom. Just doing a quick live stream. Yahweh Ratazah, audio be fine. Right, giving of course all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Shai, Hashem Hakadosh. Giving of course double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Well, peace and salutations to the elect. Shalom, Mayim. Mayim, just let me know if the audio is okay. If it's hearable, because I know it's like a lot of it's pretty much a wee bit of wind that's a bit, but I'm at the downtown, of course, and such. But all right, call to what? All right, yeah, all right, good, yeah. So again, just of course prophesying through the Spirit, Yahweh Bashem Shai, just not quenching the spirit and making sure that I feed the sheep out there and such, because regardless of what's going on in our lives and such, we still got to do the work. All right. So I'm just gonna go in the spirit. A lot been on my mind. There's particular precepts that I've been pretty much meditating on and such. Loads of it is mainly us being within the time of miracles, all right? The time of miracles and great and divine intervention being placed for us for the elect, all right? So us, we don't have to actually worry, all right? Because the Lord is actually going to show up, and He's going to show out. That's the great thing. The Lord going to not only show up, but He's going to show out. He's going to show His glorious power within these times. Okay, so let me see if I can get a first scripture and then go from there. Okay, so this is going to be in the book of John, chapter 14 and verse 12. All right, in the book of John 14 and 12. All right, and it says, "Verily, verily, or truly, truly, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do shall he do also. And greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father." Okay, and which that's a kabah, that's a very, very heavy. Okay, that the Lord said, of course, that because if we believe on Him, that we're going to actually be able to accomplish greater works. As I always say, possible. It's a scripture, and I like to actually, it's a Benjamite song. They made a song out of it too. But of course they call upon Jah, but it's really Yahweh. All right, that's the short name of the Most High in the Hebrew. It says in Matthew, or actually I can even bring out Luke 1:37. For with the Most High nothing shall be impossible. Okay, so nothing shall be impossible. Why? Because He is, of course, He is exactly that. He's the Most High. All right. He, of course, has dominion over all things. Okay, and we, of course, are within His hand, is not being plucked out. Thus, the Lord Yahweh Bashem Shai, He's going to make sure that we are well equipped. All right, in which He's been doing. He already did and still is doing. Okay, equipping us and feeding us and making sure that we're well defensed. Okay. Mark 10:27, and Yahweh Shai looking upon them said, with men it is impossible, but not with the Most High. For with the Most High all things are possible. Yeah, all things are possible with the Most High. Okay, with Yahweh Bashem Shai, right? And that of course is going to be activated via your faith, all right, your belief, okay, your belief, of course, in the name, okay, of the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, all right. That of course is a galath, or a door, access, a gateway, a portal for the power being accessible to you, okay. As you've seen, you know, the Lord have done works, you know, in your life, in my life, you know, in others' lives and such. Okay, and we know that's of the Lord. We're like, yeah, man, He showed up. You know, I could speak about myself, you know, when it came to, you know, me actually being within this truth. And, you know, life being rearranged, you know, at a moment's notice and such. And I went from being basically like having a change of a shelter to then you know, having you know, actual good shelter. You know what I mean? Or decent at least for the time. You know what I mean? You know where, you know, I was actually told, you know, by my mom that, you know, pretty much that, you know, I can't pretty much make it without her and such, you know. And like I said, these are different things that are actually you know, basically like faithless claims and stuff, because if all things is possible, that means everything is open up onto us, all right, that we need. And then the Lord, as He says, that even the hairs upon our heats are numbered. This is the book of Luke, chapter 12, and it's starting a bit above, and this is Luke chapter 12, and verse 4. It says, "And I say unto you, my friends, be not afraid of them that kill the body, and after that have no more that they can do, or that they have no more that they can do. But I forewarn you, whom ye shall fear. Fear him, which after he had killed had power to cast into hell." All right, put you, of course, in a base estate. Okay. I say unto you, fear him. You know, give you a harsh judgment. That's what you're supposed to fear. You know, fear not, of course, man. Okay, because in the world, a lot of us, you know, we be fearing, like, damn near, like, you be, you know, of course we put reverence to our father and mums and such, but we have our mums and stuff like, oh, I can't make it with my mama. You know what I mean? Like, that's not the way, to, of course, to think at all. All right? You know, it's the Lord, how about Shemi Al-Shai is really making a way. Like, you know, I remember when I was younger, you know, hearing, of course, the statement from my mom, which is a so-called black woman, tribe of Judah. She would say, I brought you in this world and I take you out. No, it's, of course, Yahweh or Yahweh Shai that did that, all right? It's really due to Zariah, the seed of my father, all right? Well, I didn't even actually know my physical father on earth, carnal father on earth, that, you know, was, you know, pretty much that life source, you know, and she was that incubator, you know, but we can make it, all right? And we are making it through the grace, all right, which is sufficient for us, you know, even in our weakness, all right? The Lord strengthen us. You know, we're totally fine, okay? Through the grace of Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai. So this is Luke chapter 12, and this is now verse 6. It says, "Are not 5 sparrows sold for 2 farthings, and not one of them is forgotten before the Most High? But even the very hairs of your head are all numbered." Right? And just imagine that, the actual knowing and knowledge of how many hairs or little speckles on your heat, they're actually There's an actual count for it, or a sapar, okay, a numbering, all right? And the Lord knows it because He the one who created it, okay? Going on, it says, "Fear not, therefore, ye are more valued than many sparrows." So we, of course, are more valued than many sparrows, sparrow being a beast in the form of a bird, okay? And thus, of course, you know that our actual significance holds much to the power, all right? You know, so much Yahweh shall pray for the elect, okay? It says, "Also I say unto you, whosoever shall confess me before men," which we do, all right? Now I just was out, here, in the city walking, and just pretty much killing time, trying to meet up with some hiking. I seen the camp, the old camp spot which we used to camp at here in the city center, and it just made me just reminisce and stuff, like how, I used to be out there, literally right there, which literally the so-called hub of the whole marketplace is like right there, 15 JFK, right down the road, and how we right there smack in the city where all forms of all levels of social, economic, and statuses, and people from all over the world who come to Philadelphia or walk about, how I was out there giving, of course, the counsel of the Lord, bringing forth the rebuke and such, okay, of the Heavenly Father, bringing forth the truth, with the other Akim, who the Lord, of course, arranged within this body to do the work. The other brother right there, Mayim, on the comment board right there, who got next Mac, Mayim. Hearing them sirens, the warning, giving the warning sign, Give it a wee moment. And it's still going, and we still prophesying. We're just in that spot. Okay. It's Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 8. It says, "The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence." All right. And, we hitting that, coming back, of course, in our regeneration, back in our flesh, and we doing it, all right, achieving it. How many of the people on earth can say that they actually stood out in the city center and, this is like one of the so-called birthplaces of this nation, all right, being, Philadelphia, a place where the so-called Constitution was signed, the bell, that Liberty Bell, Declaration of Independence, and all of that, and all of these various, men whom they esteem with the history of this country, pretty much congregated here and such. And we went out there, of course, and are out there, coming, of course, against it, and bringing out, of course, the truth of the various claims of Esau, Edom, wicked, and also of our people whom have walked in the same fashion of them, being, of course, in that Gentile state of mind, which we once were Gentiles, walking away in the flesh and stuff after these dumb idols and such. We was just the same way, but the Lord brought us out of that darkness, that shot, that obscurity, and now we're walking in the light of the knowledge of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And we, like I say, we going in the highways and hedges and such, bidding, of course, the elect to the marriage. That's not light at all. Like I say, you only have 144 prophets, all right? 12,000 out of each tribe of the 12 tribes of Israel. So, to be even considered to do this, Yahweh Ratazah being called and faithful and true, being able to make it to that election, I'm hoping to be that, I hope, of course, you brothers that's in that slot of the elect, you hoping to basically do that and be that as well, because you've already you're fulfilling these scriptures. The scriptures say how many are called but few are chosen. Well, you were called. All right, that's one at least fulfillment, being a parah or a summoning. All right, a calling. Okay, you've been called. Now Yahweh watches out. You be b'chayar, which is going to chosen or selected or handpicked. Okay, and that's at least we can say that we've been called. All right, and we just put on as the elect. Lord willing, like I said, just like you see these clouds soon to be, of course, will be littered with Malakabia, all right, chariots. They also could be, even at this time, because they disguise themselves as, clouds, too. But yeah, when they show up, the Lord show out and deliver us. How many people actually meditating on the second coming of the Lord, or even knowing the way in which He's coming? They don't. As you see, dudes is riding around on dirt. What's that? Harley motorcycles and stuff, jamming music, old school. Let me see. I got this Colossians chapter 3 and 1. All right, Colossians 3 and 1, which I'll just pull it up on the tablet. This is Colossians chapter 3 and verse 1. It says, "If ye then be risen with Hamashiach, seek those things which are above, where Hamashiach sitteth on the right hand of the Most High." Right, which even yesterday we was speaking a lot about that. Setting our treasures in heaven, moth and rust doth not corrupt, and such. Putting our cares on, of course, the heavenly things, the things which are eternal. Okay, the things that never die, man. That's what we're doing, man. And these things are constant renewal. The things that we keep getting, these spiritual gifts, they're like a oil vessel, like a miracle, like how it was a certain might have been Elijah. I forget. Brother could probably confirm it. I forget, one of the prophets that multiplied it might have been Elijah, multiplied the oil, I think in that house or something with that particular woman, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, that's how these different spiritual gifts are, which we have that oil and that anointing. We're keeping our candles lit and continue to trim, everything being set, of course, in its proper order and such, okay? In which, hey, we got the prophecies, we got the truth, we got the understanding, and that's, absolutely wonderful. Okay, Shalom, heirs to Zion or Zion. Let me continue back in this Colossians. So it says, set your affections on things above, not on things on earth, right? Affections going to Corneo, which it means to be in harmonious or agree together in the same mind, right? Also, it says to think or judge, all right, regard. So to be harmonious in the same views of the things that are above, right, in the heavens, which, of course, everything been arranged in its proper proper order in the heavens and such. So, we, of course, being in this truth and such, and thinking on the things which are heavenly, not on the, pretty much the mortal things. Hey, man, that's what's going to have us, like pretty much well arrayed, declarated, all right, which we're going to be, of course, clothed with the righteousness of the Most High, because we have that mind of the Mashiach, all right, because we are meditating on the things of the Spirit, the things in the spirit world, you know what I mean, things of the kingdom, which, as the scriptures say, this is The slot guy, I seem like a bit like, I like to be like going a little bit more of my enthusiasm and stuff, but hey, the spot I'm in, I'm kind of like trying to, not be as too, too, too out there, you know what I mean? Right now, at least, that's just how the spirit have it. But, it says, man, where's that precept? Brother know what I'm about to say. This is, man, my brother can find it. Let me see. I might have spelled heaven wrong. Nah. Kingdom of heaven is within you. If a brother can find that precept. Alright, because when you see us, hey, remember the kingdom is a people before it's a place. Alright? And, if we of the elect, you're looking at the people that's going to be in the hierarchy, the best ruled aristocrats of the kingdom. Alright? How great is that? As I walk about in the streets, I see like all these people, like, especially when you're in the city center, like you see all the different people. Now, most of the people, they don't think of us as nothing, but I always meditate on it, like, wait, the roles being reversed, okay, where people are not, they acting like, they don't know, who I am or who we are, then they all gonna know about us and know about the fame that we, of course, will get because of the work in which we have done towards the name of the Lord. Okay, which is that's going to be all of Yahweh Shemashah is going to be magnified, the kingdom on its highest level. Okay, that's what the kingdom is going to be about, magnifying Yahweh Shemashah, the elect, the whole nation of Israel, the excellency of all things, man. Yeah, Shalom, Chaya, Ba, as I said, Chaya, Ba, 144, Shalom. Yeah, so the kingdom of heaven, let me see. I got it. Lord gonna give it to me. The kingdom of heaven which is within you. You need that precept. Okay, give me one moment. Yeah, Luke chapter 17 and 21. Alright. So this is Luke 17. And I said 21, right? Alright, Luke 17 and 21 for our ride reads, it says, actually bit a start, you can say Luke chapter 17 and verse 20, it says, and when he was demanded, it's like, yeah, there it is, water. Yep. It says, and when he demanded of the Pharisees, they're Israelites, right? When the kingdom of heaven should come, he answered and said, being Yahweh Shai, right, who more than he called Jesus Christ, the kingdom of heaven cometh not with observation, neither shall they say, lo here, or lo there. For behold, or Hana, Hamalakwa, Ma'alahayim. Let me say that. For behold, the kingdom of heaven is within you. Alright, brother got the Hebrew Testament. We can pull that. I don't got my Hebrew Testament, but maybe I'll start doing it. Going more into the Hebrew Testament more. There's a lot of times I just prophesy through the Spirit, with the Word, and within me, the utterance of the Lord. It's the Father that speaketh, not us. And it be in line with a lot of the words that's within the Masoretic text, We them prophets, we them men of good. All right? Saying the words and declaring it, the oracles. All right? So yeah, man. So when you look at us, you see the kingdom, man. You know, so that's another thing, man. And in the kingdom, what we gonna be doing? Spiritual power. So spiritual power is already dwelling within you because you got Yahweh Shai. So all things are possible. Okay, so when of course, fiery trials, the fiery darts, the cunnery, the trickery, and the physical sword comes upon you, you gotta fear not, because you are part of that kingdom, and understanding that you being whom the Lord actually cares about most in the significance, most esteem or value, you know, treasure, you know, in the sight of all men and all of everything. Okay, you know, we holding that great worth, we being of the jewels of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. So, you know, this is why, you know, you ain't supposed to be, you know, fearful. All right, because a lot of things are better to go down. A lot of things are already going down, but more things are going to go down. All right, and the Lord is going to show off and show out the greatest charity to his of course, elect. All right, starting with the men. Okay, I was thinking about a precept in Isaiah. This is Isaiah chapter 26, is it? Let's see, we'll find it. How much is that? See, what's it say? Like a prince and king righteousness, something like that. I'm trying to think, what's that one? It's in Isaiah. I had to pull out my physical scriptures, but I'm gonna bring this out. It's Isaiah 26, and it says here. It says, I can even start at 1. It says, in the day this song shall be sung in the land of Yahweh of Judah. We have, man, is it about to rain? Yo, I ain't got no umbrella. It's like, we have a strong city. Salvation will empower a point for walls and buckwords. Right? Open ye the gates, that the righteous nations which keepeth the truth may enter in. All right? You know, and that starts with the elect, man. You know? That's keeping the truth. All right? Of the righteous nation, the nation of Israel. All right? It says, thou wilt keep him in peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusted in thee. Which this is heavy, you know? This is a good little precept right here. You know? I'm going to read that again. It says, thou will keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee. Okay? So, hey, be still. You know I am the Lord. Okay? So the Lord, he already building you up. There's probably a rain cloud that's over my heat. But it'll pass. Y'all right to Zah. It'll pass. This telling us, man, that the Lord's gonna keep us in perfect peace because our mind stayed on us. What the scriptures tell us about our temptation? Okay, because thou hast what kept. This is Revelation chapter, I think that's 3 and 10. This is Revelation chapter 3 and 10. It says, because thou hast kept or preserved the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them or test them, all right, which dwell upon the earth, all right? It says, let me see, when I go now, Revelation 2 and 10, it says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil, which is Esau, shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, tested, pressure, all right, see your fidelity, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and all Mawat, All right, all mean like unto or to, I believe. Mawath is death, and I will give thee a crown of life. All right, these are promises again. The various vows are upon us. Okay, so we don't got again nothing to worry about. I'm gonna read that Yapap Quad. All right, it's a lot. It says, "Thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusted in thee. Trust ye in Yahweh forever. For in Yahweh, the Lord, Yahweh is everlasting strength." Okay? And that's what we got. We got the everlasting strength, and the Lord's going to raise up, that spiritual power. All right? It says, "Batachwa by Yahweh," right? Which is trust in, all right? Yahweh. Idea. Yeah. Which is for Id is like forever. Id is like till, right? Like forever. Ida. Right? Id Kaya. Kaya. By Yahweh, like a shortened name, right? By Yahweh, Tazawar, which is strength. Iwalam, Yom, which is forever, everlasting. All right, just going in the spirit. All right, and this is the brother got the spiritual power with me. All right, got Isaiah chapter 40, 29 through 31. Isaiah, what's that? 29. What was that? 40? Okay, Isaiah 40, 29 to 31. Isaiah chapter, what's he said? Oh yeah, 29. All right. And it says, actually, I'm going to start a bit above. It's Isaiah chapter 40, and verse 27. It says, "Why sayest thou, O Yahweh, and speakest, O Israel, my way is hid from the Lord, Yahweh, and my judgment is passed over from my power? Hast thou not known, hast thou not heard, that the everlasting power of the Lord Yahweh, the creator of the ends of the earth, fainteth not, neither is weary. There is no searching of his understanding." All right? And you can't, of course, limit and put the Lord in a box. All right? The Lord is the power of salvation. All right? Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is the power of salvation. Yahushua is the deliverer, man. Here comes the rain. Salaki, I'm going to try to get a little shelter. We'll keep it on, though. Salaki. Improvise. It's just a rain cloud. For salvation. All right, 1 second. Let's stay. Keep it going. Keep it moving. I got like this. Kind of like a scuzzy. It's like a little pass right underneath. So it's like damn near turning into a walking hill. But still, they gonna keep it going. But our power is a power of salvation, man. You see, they got the hole in the wall, or they done fixed it, they repaired it. Yeah, hold up, slide. They got raindrop on the actual screen, but alright, it should be good. Slacky, I get caught out in the rain. But that's just the way the story goes. Let's see, I'm trying to get under some shelter. Crazy Jake out here. It's a lot. I don't even want to run. But I will. It's getting harder. Alright. It's getting harder. It's a rainstorm. Alright, lock it. Alright. Oh, Lord, even. Look at that. Gonna escape the rain. That's it. So yeah, continuing on. All right, we got. I'm try to read. It's like try to read it off the brother. Gotta move away from this thing a bit. Hold on, it's like too much rain on me. All right, so we'll read it on here. All right, so Isaiah 40, 29. All right. Salak would like to get that other verse too. But it says, Isaiah 40 and 29, he giveth power to the faint, to them that have no might, he increases strength. That's right. And we are the ones with no might. You know, you see us, in a position in which we got we got to go to the devil, Esau, Edom for the one of all things. All right, that's one of the persons. All right, and you have it. The Lord sent us out as sheep amongst these wolves and such. Okay, so you're gonna be a time when the Lord gonna turn these fishers into what? Hunters. You know, and those hunters are gonna, hey man, as it what it say, man? It's a scripture, it escapes me. I think of white being on them like white on rice or something like that. But it's a scripture that say like how we just gonna be on them. Judah and Ephraim possibly. Philippo with something. I'm thinking a certain couple precept, but I don't know it off the top. But brother, know what I'm talking about. Go get it. Yeah. This another one. Kayaba got it. Yaba should be that should be about too. It says Zechariah chapter 12 and 8. In that day, which is going to be the time of Jacob's trouble, the time in which we don't need the help of Yahweh Shabbat Shai. Most definitely, we need the spiritual power. It says the Lord Yahweh defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem. All right, that's going to be, of course, the elect. All right. 2/3 will be cut off and die here in Babylon's great miracle. It says, and he that is feeble among them, at that day shall be as David. All right, which David was a mighty warrior. He was able to leap over walls, and David was able to do, so many different things and such, man. David slew Goliath. All right. Huge damn, what's that? I'm not thinking possibly might be a Philistine. Look back, but of a Hamitic origin. One of them tribes, and they look at him like he wasn't even like, like when he had that ruddy, that good, youthful countenance and such. Like many people, they might look at us as like, yeah, that dude ain't got no flex zone, like the muscles. He don't look like he's gonna be mighty. He don't look like he can. He's capable. But it don't matter about the looks. It's about the power. It's about the power. It's about the treasure, man. I mean, Yahweh himself is the power that hideth himself. And that's dealing with the Most High, man. Wait until you see what the Lord got also within his elect. We like sleeper cells and such, man. Power just gonna get emitted off, which is crazy too. I think us being a couple other Akim, we about to watch this Dragon Ball. I think it's a movie. That's all like inspired by Israelites, Yasha Allah. Anyway, and it, hey, charge you up. A lot of that stuff, energy balls and all of that. Hey, man. Yo, man. I ain't even gonna, teleporting. I wish I was teleporting. Disappearing, reappearing, transfiguring, all type of stuff. But, yeah. Shalom to the Wath. Yep. Treasure, that is. I like that name, of course. I love that name, Treasure. That Kalaya, yep, from Kala. Yep. Shalom. But so we'll go to the next verse. And the house of David shall be as power. God as the angel of Yahweh before them. Heavy, man. You know, so yeah, just understanding, man, what we got coming from for us. We got Zechariah chapter 9 and 13. The water here, that's mine. We got next Mac. When I have bent the bow, or bent Judah, Yahweh, the tribes, southern kingdom, being Benjamin, or Judah, Benjamin, Levi, so-called Negro, so-called West Indians and Haitians. All right, filled the bow with Ephraim, so-called Puerto Ricans, Native Americans, make up the tribe of Ephraim, or house of Joseph. All right, and raised up the sons of Zion, Israel, against thy sons, O Greece. All right, against Esau, Edom. All right, okay. That represent, and made thee as a sword of a mighty man, heavy man. You know, imagine of a sword of a mighty man, a skilled gabar. All right, one who actually is well versed in the actual warfare of a sword. You know, a master. Okay, you know, that's what, of course, the Lord gonna make us, as masters out of nowhere, giving us that download. All right, we're to be able to combat, like, because remember, Esau, Edom having what? Esau, Edom having that that great technology and such knowledge, of course, what, increasing. So the Lord gonna have to show out on the right hand side and show his technology, in which Yahweh Shemel Shah gonna show it via spiritual power. Okay, the Lord got some, you know what I mean, like crazy stuff through the spirit, you know, through the spirit, which is infinite, man. No, unlimited, bruh. You know, unlimited to the sisters too. You know what I mean? They gonna see some stuff, you like, man, is this gonna be jaw dropping? Okay. Mine got the other one, Revelation 11 and 5. I'm about to go into visit that Revelation 13. Let me see if I can get it real quick. It's a lot. I try to. I think the rain is calming down a bit, but I'm still gonna have to. You know, do what I'm doing right now. You know, still leave it drizzling. So this is Revelation 13 real quick. All right, Revelation chapter 13. All right, put this up real quick right here. All right, Revelation chapter 13. I like this, the apostle was saying it. I love this chapter in general. But it says, Revelation 13 and verse 3. And I saw one of the heads, as if it were wounded to death. And his deadly wound was healed, right? It's the Roman Empire, all right? That beast coming back, all right? You know, that empire coming back through, of course, you know, the Renaissance period, you know, the Esau, Edom coming up and conquering Jacob, and getting, you know, into our, you know, our ruling place, okay? And us being brought low, okay? Damn rain coming on me a bit. But it says, and all the world wonder after the beast. All right, the beast mean what? NATO and the EU. All right, and you know, through, of course, you know, the power in which the Lord gave him, you know, all types of matters of power, you know, power of the sword. You know, it says, and they worship the dragon, okay, which the dragon Roman Empire, which gave power unto the beast. All right, and they worship the beast, saying, who is like the beast and who is able to make war with him? Okay, and hey, you know, you can see it through, of course, the power in which the beast got new. Okay, like where you can see pretty much with the NATO, of course, that conglomerate and such. All right, advancement of the weaponry and such in which they have. Okay, with of course the various nations that's in NATO, the EU and such. Hey man, it's crazy. It's heavy. I mean, look, they're nuclearly equipped, man. You know what I mean? That's heavy. You know what I mean? Weapons that can destroy land masses. Okay? The Habashim put, of course, in the minds of these various German scientists to bring forth the waster, man. Oppenheimer, yeah. The Lord made these various smiths. So the Lord, Yahweh Shai, also forged the smith in Jacob as well. His elect, in which they're going to be, of course, doing various, of course, tests at this point in time. The vengeance of the Lord, and the standard's going to be lifted. All right? Yep. Let's see. I'm going to hold off on the Revelation 11 real quick. I'm about to, I think the market might be showing out soon. But, yeah, I mean, we can pretty much, what's the Isaiah 59 and 17? Brother, get that one? The Isaiah 59, you know what I'm talking about? Lift up the standard. Okay? And there's a psalm that I'm going to do a whole lesson on. I've been in like Psalms 25, 27. All right? Which this is Psalms 27 and 1. The Lord Yahweh is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? Yahweh is my strength, is the strength of my life. Of whom I shall be afraid. Right? So this is going to line up perfectly with the precept. But I can bring it up. Let me see. If I don't get it, I'm going to have to get it. I think it's Isaiah 59 or something like that. Isaiah chapter 59. Alright? It says in 19, so shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. Sun rising, of course, in the east. Alright? Fear the name of the Lord from the west. We here over here in the west. Alright? And the Lord woke us up. Alright? The Lord woke us up where we've been scattered to as well. It says, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, alright? Rushing in crazy, uncontrollable pressure, man. The Spirit of the Lord, Yahweh shall, it said the Spirit of the Lord, Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him. Alright? Which that goes until it be put to flight. Okay? And from the wasp in Hebrew, also the cause to disappear, lifting up a standard, all right, that impel, also chase and deliver, all right. The Lord going to give all that matters of spiritual power and more to his elect, all right. This is Psalm chapter 27 and 2, which is a great precept to it. When the wicked, even my enemies and my foes, came upon me to eat up my flesh, right? Coming in like a flood, right? They stumbled and fell. Why? Because the Lord lifted up the standard which put them to flight. Okay? They stumbled and fell. When you go into that word for stumble, I believe it go into tottering, all right? Which is, stumble is kashal, which means to be feeble, all right? To call or ruin, to overthrow. And that's what the Lord's going to do. Ruin, to overthrow all these various weapons of the wicked. All right, 7-7, right, complete. All right, well, not a 7-2, but yeah, 7 represent complete. To make feeble, make weak. And that's what the Lord's going to do. All right. It says, this is verse 3. It says, go in hosts. Remember, the enemy coming like a flood, burning wrath for a great multitude is coming above you. Hey, they're going to come in as a host or army should encamp against me, a siege or being surrounded about you, okay, my heart shall not fear. Right? Why? Though war should rise against me, in this will I be confident, or basically trust. Going to Batach, all right? Anya Batach, right? Bazah, Anya Batach. Ba in Zah is this, and Ya is goes into me, right? And Ya, or I actually, Sakya. Batach is trust, which when you have trust, faith in something, you're confident in it. All right. So, with the answer right here. 5, it says, for in the time of trouble he shall hide me in his pavilion, in the secret place of his tabernacle shall he hide me, and he shall set up, shalom, shall set me up on a rock. All right, which is Yahweh Shah. So shalom, the water to the Akim. I'm about to, of course, go watch this movie or whatever, get spiritually charged. Hopefully you're edified. Shalom to the Akwat as well. To the election up there, shalom, Yahweh Shem Shai, the Shalom.